Hey there, yogis. This is Stephen Chen coming to you live from Simha Yoga Lab in Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the full streaming schedule, as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. Venmo is my preferred way of payment, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab, and the four-digit ID code, if you're prompted for verification, is 8096. Classes are $10, and if you're having a difficult time right now, $5 is fine. Please do the best you can. I'm streaming on Instagram and on Facebook, and the videos are uploaded to my YouTube channel, Simha Yoga Lab, for your viewing at any time. If you're interested in coming to in-studio classes, please note that we are at 25% capacity, so you do need to pre-register before class. Please do so a few hours before start time for the class. Go to my website, and there are instructions on there. Please note that you do have to download a waiver, and please e-sign the waiver, save the file, and then when you send me the email for pre-registration, please attach that waiver. It is a requirement for both the waiver as well as the pre-registration. And please, as a favor, please always attach your saved waiver every time you send in your pre-registration as your reauthorization every time you come in. Okay, so today's class is level 1, level 2. It's open flow. For those of you with tight hips or tight lower back, please elevate and sit up on a block, and that will make it a lot more accessible for you to find a comfortable seated position. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, or if you have any kind of injuries, please be mindful that you have the choices to pick and choose anything that is available to you, modify as you need, especially if I'm going a little bit out of your range. It's really important for us to make some good decisions about what our abilities are today and every day. Okay, sitting up tall, palms face up. And with your eyes closed and lips gently touching, start to regulate your breath by breathing only through your nose. And as you start to draw your senses inwards and connect to the breath, let your inhales even out with your exhales so that the oppositional energies become equalized. Three arms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart, pressing your thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something, or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarvavashtan, Sarvavashtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smari, Yaha Smari, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Vihyandraha, Vihyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes, palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongate through the left side of the neck. And take the chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center. Drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And chin toward the left shoulder. Release, back to center. Drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction. Ear to one side, roll it back, opposite side, roll center. A few more rounds at your own pace. And chin back to center. Pause. Take in the opposite direction. And then back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor and lift your spine. Coming off your blocks, extend the legs forward, separating the feet. Hands supporting to either side and turning your toes toward each other. And then roll out. Draw in. Roll out. Draw in. Outer rotation, circling. Back to center. Switch them around. Inner rotation. And back to center again. Cross your shins. Opposite shin on top. Raise the arms up high. Extend. Twist to the right. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, other side. Back to center again. Side bends. Right hand down, left arm overhead. Back up again, other side. Back to center, legs forward, forward fold. Take back up again, swing the legs back behind you, down dog, and start to pedal out the legs, walking it out side to side. And take it back to down dog. Inhale, forward into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Right knee in toward the nose and round the spine. Kick it up, open up the hips and bend the right knee. Extend the right foot back up, stepping the right foot forward, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Side angle, right hand to inside the foot. Stacking your shoulders, raising your left arm up. Left palm face down and reach forward. Extended side angle. Half bind, left arm up and behind you, shoulders stacking. And take back up. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale one breath, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips and bend the left knee. Extend the left foot back up, step it forward, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Hand to inside the foot, of course, if you need to modify, elbow to top leg. Stack your shoulders, raising your right arm up. Right palm face down, extended side angle. Half bind, right arm up and behind you, let your shoulders stack. And take it back up. Reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back, plank. Inhale one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Extend the right foot back up, step it forward. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Lengthen out the right leg. Triangle. You can take the right hand to the top of the shin or to the floor. Left arm up. Left palm face down and extend forward. Half bind, left arm up and behind you, stack. Inhale, take it all the way back up, reverse triangle, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank, inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up, left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Extend the left foot back up, step it forward, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg, triangle. Hand to the shin or to the floor, right arm up. Right palm facing down, extend it forward. Half bind, right arm up and behind you, stack. Inhale, come up, reverse triangle, hands to the floor, left foot stepping back, plank, inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right heel up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Extend the right back up, step it forward. Warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Left hand down to the floor. Frame your right foot. Re-lengthen your spine. Keep the left hand down. Right arm up to twist. Extend the right palm forward. Half bind. Right arm up and behind you. Stack. Twist. Raise your right arm back up. Right hand to the floor. Rise up. Open it up. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg. Triangle. Left hand down to the floor. Frame your right foot. Stabilize. And then raise the left arm up to twist. Extend it. Revolve position. And then half bind with the right arm. Inhale, de-rotate, come all the way back up, reverse triangle, bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank, inhale, one breath, exhale, chaturanga, inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog, left heel up, left knee in toward the nose, kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee, extend the left foot back up, step it forward, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Right hand comes down. Frame the left foot with your hands. Okay, and then revolve the left arm up to twist. Left palm to face down and extend forward. Left arm up and behind you, half bind and twist. Release, left hand back down, then start to rise up. Warrior two, reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg, triangle. Right hand comes down to the floor, frame your left foot, and then revolve the left arm up to twist. Left palm facing down and extend forward. And then half bind, left arm up and behind you. Release the left hand back down. Inhale. Come all the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take it forward into a plank. Take the knees down. Separating your feet, but keep your inner thighs together, inner knees together. And then lower arms to your seat. Now, if you can sit all the way down, fantastic. That is your Virasana. If you're not able to sit down all the way, if you have a block, it might be helpful to take that block to your seat or use your blanket, however you need to elevate. Now, if you don't have any kind of props, then you can step your feet together as well and sit down on your heels, right? But if you are able to, separate your feet and then sit down. Okay, so this is your Virasana. Looking to stretch your quads, looking to reset your knees, right? Do the best you can. Right, so once you have a solid, steady Virasana position, a seated position, stretching your quads, your knees, top of the ankle joints and your shins, okay? All right, eagle arms. Take the arms forward. Wrap the left arm underneath your right. So you're lining up your elbows and then bending the elbows. If you can, double wrap the arms. If you cannot, then the top of the hands are touching each other, and that is your eagle. Right? So wherever you are in this pose, if your knee elbows are kind of low, I want you to think about lifting the elbows up to roughly where your shoulders are, and then reach your hands away from the face. Notice how this immediately helps to broaden your upper back. And then lift the elbows up, gaze upwards. And then round the mid and upper back only. So you're staying relatively high, and you're drawing your elbows toward the ribs, reaching your hands forward, chin toward the chest. So you're rounding the upper back and the back of the neck. Take back up and twist to the right. Come back to center. Release your arms. Reach your arms out and up. And reach your arms forward. It's your right arm wrapping underneath the left. Match up your elbows. Bend the elbows. Either top of the hands are reaching toward each other or double wrap them. Right? Eagle arm. Once you settle into your wrapping of the arms, whichever variation you take, then lift the elbows a little higher to roughly where your shoulders are, and then reach your fingertips forward. So that should broaden your back. Lift the elbows up, gaze upwards with the back bend. And then round the mid and upper back, elbows toward the ribs, and reach your fingertips forward. Lift back up again to neutral. Twist to your left. Press your left arm into your right. Take it back to center. Release your arms. Take the hands to your waist. Draw the elbows back. Broaden your chest. Lift the heart center up and gently looking up. So your upper back is engaged, elbows drawing back. Come back to neutral and do the opposite. Elbows reaching forward. Round the mid and upper back. Chin toward the chest. Release. Hands together in prayer. Interlace. Press your palms forward and round the mid back. Come back up. Wrap the hands behind you. Interlace. Broaden your shoulders. Reach your knuckles back. Lift the sternum up and gaze upwards. Back to center. Hands together in prayer. Interlace with the other thumb on top. Press forward, round the spine. Come back up. Wrap the hands back behind you. Non-dominant interlacing of your hands. Broaden your shoulders. Reach your knuckles back. Lift up, gaze up. Back center, release. With your hands supporting on the floor, walk your hands forward, start to lift the feet nice and slow. All right, so you're going to start to feel the rush of blood back to your legs. Tuck the toes under, press your hands and your fingertips down, lift the knees and keep supporting with your hands nice and slow. Make your way to a very short down dog and just move your hips side to side, get some circulation back. As you get the circulation back and you can move your legs a little bit better, start to move your legs. All right. Start to walk your feet forward toward your hands, toward the front of the mat. And then separate your feet about mat width distance. Take yogic toe lock, middle index fingers, grab hold of big toes from the inside of the toes. Inhale, lengthen the best of your abilities. Exhale, pull against your big toes. Keep that lengthiness of the spine, hinge at the hips, draw forward, and take it to the forward fold. A slight bending of your knees if you need it, or look to lengthen the legs the best of your ability. Release your yogic toe lock. Left hand to the floor. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. Raise your right arm up to twist. Right hand behind you, half bind, either to your lower back or your inner left thigh. Take the gaze to the floor. Bend both knees. Shift the weight to your right foot and kick the left heel back and revolve half moon with a half bind. Bend your left knee, bind the right hand to left foot, and kick back. Start to stand up on the right leg and draw the left knee in. Open up the knee to left side for your tree. Hands together in prayer. Take the arms up and out. Once you steady your tree, feel free to take any variations you like. Hands back behind you, engaging your upper back. Side bending to the left. Arms out to a T for forward fold. Or hands to the floor for forward fold. Stay on the right leg. Start to make your way back up to your tree. Take the arms straight up, left knee forward. Warrior 3. Hands to the floor. Raise your left leg up. Draw the left knee in toward the nose. Kick it back. Open up the hips. Bend the left knee. Left knee kick over to left side. Open it back up. Extend the left leg. Left heel kick over to left side. Square back. Standing split. Using your hands slightly forward for support. Use your hands. Walk them back and fold forward more deeply. You can also take one or both hands to your right ankle for a free hand balance here in your standing split. Any options you want to take. Begin to break. Step the left foot all the way back. Rise up. Warrior 1. Open it up. Warrior 2. Lengthen out the right leg. Turn the right toes to the left side. Now organize your feet so that your toes are just a little bit closer than your heels. And you want to be as symmetrical as possible between your left and right side bodies. Hence the hips lift up. And take it up and forward. Straddling forward bend, let the hands come down. And once you have your hands supporting, go ahead and get heavy through the crown of the head and fold forward. All right, let's everyone take a variation together. Let the hands come to the floor for support on your fingertips. Now shift the weight to your left foot a little bit. Pivot to your right heel. Lift the right toes and then turn the right toes to the front of the room. So you're activating the back of the right leg in a flexed foot position. You're balancing on the heel of that right foot. Toes are lifted, the sole of the foot is lifted, you're just on the outside of the heel. Roll it back forward, step the right foot down, rebalance. Then shift away a little bit to your right foot. Roll to the heel of the left foot. Roll the toes to face the back of the room. So you have to roll it 90 degrees and keep flexing the left foot. Keep lifting the top of the foot away from the floor in a flexed foot position. And start to release. Turn your toes back forward. Realign. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen that forward fold. Now I'll give you a whole bunch of more breaths. If you want to take any kind of variations you like, take it. It can be twisting to one side. Left hand to the floor, creating a tripod, right arm up. Take a few breaths, go in the opposite direction. Or walk your hands over to one side, fold over that leg. Take a few breaths, go over to the other side. Those of you taking inversions, headstand, forearm stand, handstand. Right? If you're working with more flexibility, maybe like a side split or a box split, right? Arms coming down and get as wide as you can. Go easy, take your time, one incremental breath at a time. Righty, begin to break. Start to make your way back, supporting with your hands. Bend at the knees, let the feet drop a little bit. Then, as you lift the head and the upper back, coming through a neutral spine, shift the weight back toward your heels. Use the strength of the legs to carry you up. For warrior two, turn the right toes back forward. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back and lower all the way down to the belly. Sphinx pose, walk your hands forward, lower your forearms, grab opposite elbows, then press your belly down and your lower ribs down. Make sure your shoulders line up with your elbows, 90 degrees with your arms. So think about the extension of your legs to then lead into the extension from your sacrum to your lower back, to your lower spine. So as you flatten your pubis, your belly, your lower ribs towards the floor, you should feel a nice extension through the lower back. Press your forearms down, lift the chest a little higher, deepening the mid-back bend as you flatten your lower back and lengthen the lumbar spine. All right, to exit out the pose, press into your hands. Draw the elbows wider so they can lower the upper chest. Walk your hands back alongside the ribs and lift up, draw back. Child's pose. Ustrasana, camel. If you have sensitive knees, you can always take your blanket and get some cushion. You can take your towels. You can take your mat and fold it this way. You've tripled up the mat. Okay? Tucking your toes under. Give yourself about 1/5 distance, standing on your knees. Hands, your palms onto your lower back, and your fingers round the top of the glutes. Draw the elbows back in space, broadening your shoulders. Lean the hips forward, activating the quads. As you lean the hips forward, your upper torso starts to lean back, and that's the beginning of your back bend. You may stay here and support with your hands, or reach back with your hands to your heels, lift the hips forward, broaden your shoulders, draw the hips back. So this is your full camel pose. Begin to make your way back up, and then walk your hands forward, child's pose, stretching your lower back. Dolphin push-ups. So grab opposite elbows again, and that's how you measure out shoulders width. Then take the arms into a triangle. So take your hands into a fist, either wrapping one hand over the other or interlace your fingers. Either is fine, whatever works for you. Tuck the toes under, lift the knees, and shift back into a forearm down dog. Inhale, take it forward, chin past your fist, and lower. Exhale, press it back, let's do 5. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Now stay pressing the weight back and come high up on your tiptoes and tip forward only a little bit, but action of the tail reaching up as you lengthen out the legs. And then draw the heels toward the floor. Inhale, lift up, reach through your tail up. Maybe even feel an extension to your lower back, but keep pressing the forearms to the floor and pressing your shoulders toward the thighs. And then draw the heels down. Lift the tail, activate your glutes. Find the extension through your lower back. Resist with your forearms pressing down and leaning the weight back in space. And then heels back down. One more time. Lift through your tiptoes. Lift the heels. Tails reaching up. Activate your glutes. Lengthen your lower back. Press into your forearms and shift the weight back toward the heels and toward the top of the thighs. Heels back down. Lower the knees. Walk your hands back and sit on your heels. Right hand to the floor. Left arm is up. Side bending. Left side stretch. Left hand comes down to the top of the right side, lengthen through your spine. Right hand to your lower back, use the half spine to help you to twist to the right. Lean the torso forward, left forearm to the floor, and twist deeper. Release. Take back up, square back to center. Left hand down, right arm up, side bending. Take it back up, right hand to right side, left hand behind you, draw the left shoulder back and twist. Stay with that twist, lean the torso forward, right forearm comes down. Use the right forearm pressing down, and twist deeper. Take back center, rise back up, reach your hands slightly back, lean the weight back and drop your head. Now, if the neck is not so strong and sturdy, keep the gaze looking forward, so you're supporting the neck as you take this upper back bend and broadening of your chest. Lift back up, walk your hands back forward for down dog. And start to walk your feet forward towards your hands. Come to standing position. Separating your feet about mat width distance. Right hand center, bend your right knee, keep the left leg extended. Raise your left arm up, left hand behind you to your lower back or your inner right thigh for the twist. Keep the half bind, bend both knees, shift the weight to your left foot, and reach your right heel back, revolve half moon, and twist deeper. Bend your right knee, bind the left hand to right foot, kick it back. Begin to bend your left knee and stand up on the left leg. Draw the right knee in, tree pose, arms up. And once you steady your balance, either stay here, wrap the hands back behind you for the heart opener, side bend for those of you who went there, and if you took any other additional variations, go ahead and take it. If you took the arms out and forward folded halfway, like I did, go ahead and do that. And then if you went even further, for the forward fold, kick up. And begin to finish up. Make your way back to your tree. Arms up, draw the right knee forward, standing split, hands to floor. Raise your right leg up. Draw the right knee in toward the nose and round. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee kick over to right side. Open it back up, extend the right leg out, right heel kick. Open it back up, raise your right leg up, standing split. You can keep your hands slightly forward. You can walk your hands back, bow forward a little bit more deeply. And then if you're working for the full balance, one of both hands onto your left ankle. And then forward folding. All right, begin to finish up. Bend your left knee, step the right foot all the way back, circle it up and around, warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg, turn the left toes to the right side. Straddling for a bend. Organize your feet, hands to the hips. Lift up for the back bend. This time, for those of you who have a deeper back bend, support your hands to the back of the legs and back bending deeper. Come up, forward fold. Let the hands support, and release forward. All right, let's take Skandasana together with your hands supporting. Start to bend your right knee. Try to keep the right heel flat if you can. And then pivot to the left heel once again, and then you're going to draw the seat toward the right heel. Now, if you need to step on your heel with your blankets, right, and that will bring the floor to meet your heel, that might be a great way to modify for the pose, right? And you can really press into the blankets or the block or your towels, And with that slight elevation, you're going to really anchor down and really feel for the stretch of the pose and the stability of the pose. All right, let's switch sides. Hands back on the floor. Lift back up, remeasure. Then bend your left knee. Shift to your left heel. Roll the right toes up. And this is your squatting pose in your skandasana. So this is not the full pose. It is just in transition towards that pose. Skandasana is your God of War. So there's a nice hip opener. It's a semi-squatting position. Right hamstring stretch, inner right thigh stretch, lower back stretch. All right, begin to break, come back to the straddling forward bend, and I'll give you another 5 or 6 breaths for any additional variations you like. Headstand, forearm stand, handstands, any kind of transitions you like, any kind of twisting, forward folding. All right, let's break. With your hands supporting, bend at the knees. Let the seat drop a little bit. Shift your weight back toward your heels. Lift the head and the upper back and through the strength of the legs. Come up, warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back. Lower all the way down to the belly. All right, so this time, reaching fingertips back, reaching your toes back, and lift up for Shalabhasana. Lift your feet and your thighs as well. Now, for those of you who have blocks, books, or any kind of prop to help you to elevate, this is a great way of taking this back bend. All right, so I'm wedging the block and the blanket to my lower ribs, which helps to lift my upper back. And I can broaden and reach the fingertips back. A really great back bend, but without having to struggle with the lift. Start to release, make your way back to child's pose. All right. Make your way back. This time, let's tuck the toes under and reach your feet toward the heels with the toes tucked. So let the weight get heavy into the tuck toe position. And then reach your arms forward. The best of your abilities. Start to shift back and see if you can shift to your tiptoes and balance here. Crow pose. Hands come forward about 1.5 feet from your toes, shoulders width, palms are flat. Knees to back of arms, gaze slightly forward, and tip forward when your elbows line up over your wrists. Your hands might be strong enough to take the balance, lifting your feet away from the floor. All right, when you're ready, step the feet back, walk your hands forward, walk your feet back, down, down. Raise your left leg up, step the left foot forward, crescent moon. Right knee comes down, hands top the thighs, lunge forward. Let's just take this modified version today. Let's just think about going into the hips, into the quads of the right side. And just lean the hips forwards and downwards with the hands supporting to the legs, to the left leg. lean the energy forwards and downwards. And flexibility poses really require a lot of patience, concentration, quieting of the mind. And so even if you're very flexible, if you really sink into it, you can feel for all the subtleties of the movement. All right, let's break. Hands either side of the left foot. Tuck the back toes, and let's take a pyramid. Left hand stretch. Hands are supporting to either side of the left foot. I like to take the hands roughly where the ankles are, right? And that will give me usually about a vertical arms, and that should give me lots of support in the forward fold. And of course, for those of you who don't have the hamstring flexibility to touch down comfortably and with sturdiness, it is important for you to then use props, right? Whether it's with books, with blocks, right? And recently I started saying, get yourself 2 aluminum cans, right? Something that is nice and solid so that you can really put a little bit of weight into, right? And find 2 that are the same size. That's quite helpful. All right, bend the left knee, ground the palms, kick the left leg up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. So this should be a nice release. Re-extend, left knee comes in, pigeon. Land the top of the left shin to the floor, angle out the left knee, left thigh to the side, inch your right knee further back, walk your hands back, elongate through the spine. So make sure with the support of the hands, you're leveling out the pelvis, right? And this is where the turning of the left thigh outwardly, 30 to 45 degrees, gives you that rotation and that balance that gives you that levelness. Once you achieve that and you're feeling pretty balanced, then you're ready to walk your hands forward. Staying in your forearms or making pillows with the hands and resting your forehead. Either is fine. Use the one that is most appropriate for your level of flexibility. And so you want to be able to sink into this pose and hold it for a while. Now, for those of you who are staying here, feel free. Those of you working with additional variations and you know what you're doing, go ahead and take them. All right, so for those of you who want to work a little bit deeper, let's take revolve mermaid 1. So keep the right hand on the floor, bend your right knee with your left hand. Reach back, grab the inside of the foot. Kick the foot away from you, which then lengthens out your left arm and then draws your upper torso back. And maybe with that, you will find the balance to reach up and back behind you. So this is revolved mermaid 1. All right, so regular mermaid 1 is the same hand, same foot, catching the outside of the foot. Kick back in space, lengthen your right arm, draw the torso back in space, upper torso. That might give you the balance to now raise the left arm up and back. Take 3 more breaths. All righty, walk your hands back in. Tuck the right toes under. Lift and press it back to down dog. And slowly pedaling out the legs. Bring circulation, movement back to the legs. All right, by now you should feel pretty neutral. Second side, crescent moon. Right leg up. Step the right foot forward between your hands. Left knee comes down. Take extra padding to your left knee if you need to. Lunging forward. Walk your hands to top and sides, and let's just stay with the hips moving forwards and downwards, getting the benefit of the quad stretch, hip opener, right? And then just lean forwards and downwards, keeping hands supporting. And sometimes a modified position will give you benefits that you may not get the same way as if you had taken the full expression of the pose, right? Full expression of the pose is with the arms reaching up and back in space. Now, with the hands supporting and anchoring into your right side, you don't have to now worry so much about the back bend and the arms reaching up. You can concentrate on just your hips moving forwards and downwards, right? And this may give you a better sense of openness into your left quads, into your left hip flexors in general. All righty, let's start to break. Tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee, frame your right foot with your hands. So again, your hands are roughly where your ankles are, right? And using the fingertips on the floor, using blocks, using books, canned goods, whatever, right? So you want symmetry on both sides. You want lengthiness through all the limbs, right? Unless you're choosing to fold forward, which means maybe your elbows are bent. 2 more breaths. Then bend the front knee, ground the palms, kick the right leg up, 3-legged dog. Take the right knee back in. We open up the hips and bend the right knee. So that's a very nice way to release all that. Re-extend the right leg, draw the right knee forward, pigeon. So landing, the top of the right shin to the floor. Right thigh angles out 30 to 45 degrees. With your hands supporting, inch your left knee further back to lower your seat, untuck the toes, walk your hands back, elongate through the spine. Make sure you're nice and level in your pelvis and pretty straight with your spine. And then once you're set, now you're ready to take the arms forward. So again, you can stay in your forearms. You can make pillows for hands and rest your forehead. And so again, you are welcome to stay here in a very simple, passive pigeon position, right? Modified enough. Or you can walk it back in and take the revolve dancer one, revolve mermaid one, sorry. Right hand to grab the inside of the left foot and kick back in space. Then as you kick back into space enough, maybe your torso can lift, your left arm can lift and reach back, revolving to the right side. Right? You can also take regular mermaid one. Same hand, same foot, grabbing the outside of the foot. Kick back. Upper torso leans back for counterbalance, and the right arm reaching up. Right? Continue to work through your variations in the next 5 breaths or so. If you're just sinking into your pose, just allow gravity and breath to do the opening for you. This pose does not need to be very active at all. All right, begin to take it back. Hands to the floor, lift the elbows up, walk your hands back in. Tuck the left toes under, pressing into your hands and walk the right foot back. And then take lots of movement when you're ready, pedaling out the legs, circulation back to the legs. All right, when you're ready, start to walk your feet forward toward your hands and take the feet down. Extend the legs forward. Hands to either side. As you slide the hands out, you're assisting the lowering of your back to the floor. Once you're on your back, left arm stays out, left knee comes in toward the chest, and twist to the right. There, back to center. Switch legs, switch arms, and twist to your left. And take it back to center. Hug both knees in. And then step the feet to the floor. Slide the legs forward. Feet are separated, toes turned out. Arms alongside the body, palms face up. And let everything go. Begin to draw the breath back in, moving the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. And then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Reconnecting to an even seat, lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep. And let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer. Bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for your sharing your practice with me today. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the full streaming schedule and my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. Venmo is my preferred way of payment. Simha Yoga Lab is the handle, and the 4-digit ID code, if you're prompted for verification, will be 8096. Costs are $10 and $5 if you're having a difficult time right now. Please do the best you can. I'm streaming on Instagram and Facebook, and videos are uploaded to my YouTube channel, Simha Yoga Lab, and YouTube is probably where the quality of the videos are best. So I encourage you to go and use YouTube. If you're thinking about coming to the studio classes, please, again, go to my website, look at the instructions in pink. You will need to send me a pre-registration. You will need to also download the waiver and e-sign the waiver, attach it to your email when you pre-register, and then you're set. Okay, thank you so much for your time. Be well, take care. I will see you soon, and please share the word.